Welcome to Pop Culture Icons. I'm your host, Maya Starr. Today on Pop Culture Icons, imagine pouring your heart into a vision, only to have the world misunderstand, demanding you compromise your very soul. Today, we uncover the hidden struggles that fueled Hayao Miyazaki's genius, revealing how his battles can empower you to embrace your own imperfections and create a world uniquely your own. Picture a weathered hand, trembling yet precise, guiding charcoal across paper in a dimly lit Tokyo studio. Hayao Miyazaki, now in his 80s, hunches over his desk surrounded by discarded sketches. What haunts this man, who has brought boundless joy to millions through his animated masterpieces? The answer lies in the peculiar alchemy of genius and discontent. You might think you know what drives an artist, but imagine being a boy in post-war Japan, watching your mother battle tuberculosis while your nation rebuilds from ashes. Young Hayao retreated into his sketchbooks, not merely to escape reality, but to reimagine it entirely. Each stroke of his pencil defied the destruction around him. Where others saw rubble, he conjured floating castles. Where others felt despair, he drew hope. Listen closely to the scratch of charcoal on paper, the whisper of wind through bamboo outside his childhood window. The young Miyazaki sat for hours, lost in the act of creation while other children played. The world around him might have been chaos, but in his sketchbook, every line had purpose. Every color spoke truth. This wasn't mere childhood fancy. This was survival through imagination. They called him odd, this quiet boy who preferred the company of his drawings to their games. But his supposed weakness became his strength. While others learned to see the world as it was, Miyazaki learned to see it as it could be. His mother's illness taught him the fragility of life. Instead of breaking him, it filled his stories with an urgent vitality. Every character he would later create carried this knowledge. Life is precious because it is fleeting. When Miyazaki entered the animation industry, reality crashed against his dreams like waves against stone. But you recognize this moment, don't you? When the world tries to file down your edges, make you fit their mold, Miyazaki refused to bend. As technology advanced and computer animation promised faster, cheaper production, Miyazaki dug his heels deeper into tradition. Every frame hand-drawn, every movement carefully considered. The pressure mounted, deadlines loomed, yet in this resistance, his unique vision crystallized. Each painstaking drawing became an act of defiance against an industry racing toward digital shortcuts. Then came Nausicaa of the Valley of the Wind, the story of a princess fighting to protect both humanity and nature struck a chord that still resonates today. Critics were stunned, audiences were captivated. Here was something entirely new, animation that refused to talk down to children or simplify complex themes. The film became more than entertainment. It became a mirror reflecting humanity's relationship with the natural world. If you're enjoying pop culture icons, please like, subscribe, and scan the QR code for our free 7-day email course, The Fame Formula. Discover how unknowns like Elon, Taylor Swift, and Beyoncé became cultural phenomena. Now, back to the episode. But success brought its own burden. As Studio Ghibli rose to prominence, Miyazaki's perfectionism intensified. He would redraw scenes countless times, pushing his team to exhaustion. The irony wasn't lost on anyone. The man who created worlds of wonder was often miserable in his own. Each film became both triumph and torment. Even after Spirited Away won the Academy Award, even after his films gained worldwide acclaim, Miyazaki remained unsatisfied. He announced retirement multiple times, only to return, driven by an unquenchable need to create. The shadows that haunted him, environmental destruction, the loss of human connection, the corruption of innocence, became the very themes that made his work universal. Now, in his 80s, Miyazaki faces what may be his last great work with The Boy and the Heron. The film emerges from his deepest personal struggles, his meditation on mortality, his lifelong quest to understand human nature. Each frame carries the weight of his journey, every scene distilled from decades of relentless pursuit of perfection. His influence extends far beyond animation. Miyazaki's works have inspired environmental movements, challenged gender stereotypes, and shown generations that storytelling can change hearts and minds. His brave heroines, complex villains, and nuanced exploration of humanity's relationship with nature have transformed how we think about animation's potential. Here's what you might not realize about Miyazaki's perpetual dissatisfaction. It wasn't a flaw. It was the engine that drove him to create worlds of unprecedented beauty and depth. His refusal to settle, to compromise, to take the easy path, these supposed weaknesses became his greatest strength. What would happen if you embraced your own perfectionist paradox? Not to torture yourself with impossible standards, but to let your dissatisfaction with the world fuel your creativity. Miyazaki's legacy isn't just about the films he created. It's about the courage to stay true to your vision, even when the world demands compromise. The most enduring magic, after all, is found not in our perfect creations, but in the flawed heart that dares to imagine. Your own creative journey awaits. What world will you dare to draw? On the next episode of Pop Culture Icons, imagine a world where an artist's relentless passion burns so fiercely that it consumes their very life. As we've seen with Miyazaki, artistic genius often comes at a personal cost. But what if this pursuit of perfection led not just to triumphs, but also tragic consequences? Stay tuned as we venture into the world of another animation legend who pushed boundaries and paid the ultimate price. Next week, we explore Osamu Tezuka's unwavering commitment, setting the stage for our animation legend's theme. Please like, subscribe, and scan the QR code, or follow the pinned link to get our free 7-day email course, The Fame Formula. 7 days, 7 brilliant tactics. Learn the mindset to go from invisible to influential using the dark arts of fame engineering. Click the video that just popped up to watch the next one in this series. Or for episode summaries, behind-the-scenes info, and more, go to daily8.com/PCI. Thanks for watching.